Hello and welcome to another Budget Model Railways video on my shed layout. And we've got quite a bit of work done since the last time we spoke, as it were. So the whole bridge area there now, just got to do the cove stones on the top of the walls, but the bridge is in. We've got some trees in, and if I stand up here, we've got all this bank through here done now. Oh, I had to do a little bit of move because I'd caught my mic cable in the locomotive, which could have been a bit expensive, so we'll just wrap that round so we don't have that problem. And we'll talk about that old loco in a minute. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased with this. That's the hill through the middle. I've just got to tidy up there, the bottom of it. We've also got the hedges done, and they were done the usual way, which was, I'll just give you a nice shot of the building there where I grabbed one. This stuff, pan scourer. I did put a bit of work into it because I had a look at some quite nice shop bought ones, which we had a few left over there that we got from a show once. When I saw the extortionate price of them, I decided I'd just try and put a bit more effort into making my own hedge ones. So what I did is I made a slightly different mix, a bit more hedge-like, a bit more variety of colour. Gave them a couple of good coats of scatter, and then they look really good. We now have our pond. So this was going to be either another little Stonehenge or perhaps a building, but it was a natural dip and it seemed to cry out pond. And that's been done using just yacht varnish, Poundland yacht varnish, and a little bit of model varnish on the top, and I'm quite pleased with that. The reeds were some, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Noch, that came free with a Continental Modeler a couple of years ago. So that again hasn't cost me very much. And I've started working on the village. So we've got the wall in there, we've got the cottage and some trees and the war memorial. And then this bit here is going to be, when it's done, will be a lift off area. So I've got a hole there. You just saw the loco go around, which was nice timing. If I need primarily to clean the track, and that's the idea of that. So that area will kind of blend in with the curb, but will then come off. And then we're beginning to finalise the layout for the buildings. So signal box, coal yard, crane, cattle dock, provender store, lock-up goods shed, weighbridge, and these all come from the loft layout. I know that's going to take some time now to do, so to be honest, I just want to focus on this particular layout. And then the station I'm quite pleased with. This is going to be, in effect, although there'll be a through line through here, it'll look a little bit like a country terminus, because we've got the bay platform there, and then we've got the long platform that was originally just going to be for the goods yard, and I wasn't really happy with that concept, so I've run the platform along it, and that will give me two coaches there as well. And then these again are the buildings off of the loft layout. The platforms are just a piece of melamine timber shelving, an offcut. I like using that for platforms because it's quick, and it also gives a very smooth finish. So that's just Metcalfe card stuck on there. The corrugated card is good, but you tend to get wobbly edges. This gives you a very neat edge, and obviously will give me a very good flat surface. This was originally going to be raised because I do prefer the stations to be on the same level as the ground, but in this case it looked a bit odd, so we'll have a level crossing here, car park and steps up to the main station building with a little bit of a service yard there for the locomotives. Can't remember if my pillbox was on the last video. So that's our own little 3D printed pillbox, one of the two that we make, weathered in there. So quite pleased. I'll wait for the loco to come round. The idea of this raised ridge through the middle there is so that rather than have a tunnel to hide the fact that it's a round and round layout, you won't easily see the loco. From where I stand and watch, you'll just see the top of the loco appear through the trees and the gap in the hedge like that, and then off again. So I can see it, I can get to it if there's an issue and to clean the track. So it's not like a tunnel, it adds to the scenic area but it does sort of hide the loco. It's an idea I got from a couple of magazine articles which I read. If I'm honest, the track there, the edge, will need a bit of tidying up, but I'm not going to do it because I can't see it and there's a chance I'll mess the track up. So it's being left as it is. I do remember reading one exhibition layout where they had a whole row of houses, if you imagine like this church, and you could not see the fronts. So they didn't put any detail on the fronts, they only made the backs, which is quite good. So, I'm sure you've seen this little Adams radial running around here. Now this is one of the Hornby Adams radials. I don't know which incarnation, but that is a seriously handsome looking locomotive. Very quiet, very smooth running. I know Hornby had, as did Oxford Rail, all sorts of problems with them, so I was a bit nervous buying this, but it was eBay at its best. It is effectively a new loco. It arrived still in its packaging with all the separate parts, not even the couplings attached. It is a new loco, and I paid £54 including postage. When you think of some of the bonkers money that's going on at the moment on eBay, I've no idea how that one sneaked through. Interestingly, on the box it says the minimum radius is second radius and this is first radius, and it's running around here more than happily. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm quite pleased because otherwise I'd have spent £54 on a loco that won't run on my layout. But that is an impossibly handsome loco, isn't it? Red on the boiler, striping on the body, and I do like my BR black locos, and that's a particularly handsome one. I think to get it for that price, at current prices, is an absolute bargain. So it's coming along quite quickly, which was what my intention is. I like these projects where there's enough work to be interesting, but not so much like the loft that it's a bit daunting. And this is going to be just a lovely little layout. We were down here last night in the wind and rain. It's perfectly snug with the insulation. We have a little, it's not on at the moment, but a little thermostat controlled heater in case we need it. And this will be just big enough to run my trains round. I had a Deltic running around it last night, which worked fine. And now I've rearranged it to a more interesting station with more platforms. To be honest, I'm a little bit excited about this. It's a lovely looking country station, and I'm going to be able to run things. So the plan is, if you like, to get all the big bits done, get the hill done, the town finished, the buildings in, and then I can start running locos, and then I can start adding a bit more detail. People and phone boxes and cars and all like the little things that I like doing to bring it to life. But I am pleased with the effect of the back scene there. I think having hedges and trees in the foreground blends it in really nicely. And although it's a little modern looking, I can live with that. It does work well there. It rises up to the hill where the actual model village is and blends in rather well. And as I say, I'm pleased with the way the hill there has worked, just hiding the loco as it sneaks round. So I can just watch trains go round, I can run some passenger trains to run around, and I can fairly extensively shunt the goods yard. So all in all, a nice little layout. So there we go. That's what I'm working on at the moment. I'm trying to put enough work in to get it finished. I've got a kit built tunnel mouth there that I'm going to do some work on to make it fit. Well, there's lots of little bits still to do, but coming along quite nicely. I really must stop buying locos now. I have just got that one. To be honest, the price has stopped me. It's only that one sneaked through at a bargain price that I've got it. And there we go. So I hope you're being able to enjoy your model railways wherever you are. I hope you're not finding it too expensive in these difficult times. I'm certainly enjoying working on mine. Lots of other things to do away from railways, but I'm seeming to find some time down here. So I look forward to your comments as always. Please share or like. The last video went almost viral. We had a really good interest. Somebody must have shared it somewhere, judging by the viewing figures. So if you do like what we do, and I know from the comments a lot of you do, please think about sharing it on your social media, sharing it on any platforms, and see if we can spread the word that there is a budget model railway option out there, that it's not always about throwing large sums of money at it, there are still a few bargains. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and I hope to get another video out in the next 10 days, 2 weeks. Doug had all his A-level assessments this week and he's half term next week, so I'm hoping he'll find time to edit this and get it out there. And we've been doing university visits. It only seems like yesterday that I had 9-year-old Doug stood next to me while we made model railway layouts, and that's 9 years ago, and he's very much a young man now. Despite what my wife thinks, he's not mummy's little boy anymore. They do grow up so fast. It is quite surprising, but there you go. Thank you as always, and we'll speak to you again soon. And I'll just leave you with the last few seconds of this rather lovely little loco. Hi, thanks for watching the video and for the nice comments. Click on the left for a previous video in this series, click on the right for another video you might enjoy, and please don't forget to click to subscribe, like, comment, etc. Thanks again.